Hello! Like my new model? Well, I mean, I didn't really change much. I just made like a jacket or whatever, but it looks a lot better than whatever I had before. Of course, you know, the combo. Ultra warmth. Especially since the seasons are changing, so staying warm is very important. Back on that grind, you know. If I don't get, I need to get shiny Temple and Fuecoco today, or I'm gonna be. It's okay. I'll get what I get, you know. Tomorrow I'm going out into the city so I can do some Zamazenta raids with my friends. That way I'll definitely get a shiny tomorrow. So, getting Spriggan Fuecoco today is the #1 goal for the whole day. I'm not ending stream until I get those two, okay? For sure. Well, that's the beauty of batches, but I already have 2 other Fuecocos. Like I have Crocolore and Skeledirge already, so I don't actually need more than 1. What I was lucky though is that when I was doing Quaxly, I got 2 Quaxleys in one batch, and I was like, dang it! I wanted to coordinate the balls, cause if you play Pokemon Go, you can transfer Fuecoco and all those Gen 9 starters and stuff in like different balls. So I wanted to have Quaxly in a Pokeball, Fuecoco, and then like for each stage of the evolution, it goes up like a ball. I thought it'd be really cute. But in the end, I got 2 Great Ball Quaxly, so that was pretty neat. I might go back and hunt Quaxly again just so I can complete the set, so they all have, you know, staged balls. Yeah, I'm gonna show it off when I'm done making this next video that I'm currently making. I just want to make a really long video of me yapping. Just straight yapping for like hours while I scroll through like my whole like living decks, just to show it off, you know. It's for myself, and I could just like, you know, fall in love all over again with all of my Pokemon, especially the ones that are like super hard to get. Ugh. Getting, I forgot. I'm trying to remember like what the hardest ones are, but I'm trying to like rank it before I say. I think the hardest one for me personally Probably still that Manaphy. I mean, I'm being honest. It's really, it's a lot to get Manaphy, you know? Like at first, when I was doing my Manaphy hunt, I bought a copy of Pokemon Ranger on Facebook Marketplace, and I asked the guy, "Do you still have Manaphy egg on this?" And then he said yes. And then he did it. Yeah, but it's not a shiny. It's just a different form with the Pokeball on it. It's nice to have, but it's not really like, it doesn't go towards the shiny decks, but it's still really nice to have. I sure like having it. It's kind of annoying though, cause it's hard. You can't get Magearna normally without like Sun and Moon. So if you want to get Magearna with the Pokeball form, you need to get the other Magearna anyways, and it's like, just give me Magearna, it's right there. But I was lucky, my friend had a copy of Sun and Moon, and I got a Magearna from his. Well, I also bought a copy from him, so it's not like he had a choice since he never redeemed it. So I took his Magearna. Oh, but I did get a shiny Diancie, like the Rock Fairy one. But I got that through a trade, so I don't really count it to my thing. I mean, I still put it in because there's no other way to get it. But like, overall, if I didn't have it, I probably wouldn't have counted it. Especially because that's one of the ones that you can't get normally. Although in like a year or two, they're probably gonna put shiny Diancie in Pokemon Go, and that's gonna be hilarious. People are gonna be like, "Oh, you're gonna make Diancie a Pokemon Go shiny exclusive?" And there's nothing we can do about it. There was like a lot of like live streams back then too. Not on like YouTube, but like Twitch, where people would give away like shiny Hoopa, or it's like, "Oh, watch this video, use this link code, surprise trade on these days, and you'll get." And it was insane. I mean, I don't really count those, but they're cool. Yeah, but like when you're young, and it's not like you can get those shinies anyways, so no one cares. But like, seeing them is like, oh my god, a shiny Meloetta, that's so awesome. And it is. I hope they release shiny Meloetta this year for Univator. That's basically the only reason why I still play Pokemon Go, is just for like, anytime they release a new shiny that you can't get in other games. I love Mythicals, and the only thing that makes me sad is that we don't get more of them. Like, the only way to get Mythicals these days is through Pokemon Go, and sometimes like pre-made events in like games, right? Like Legends Arceus, you can get every Mythical through that, which I'm actually very happy. Every Mythical is available all the time now, mostly, except for like all of Gen 6. But ZA is gonna change that. And then, you know, but then it's only gonna be like Marshadow, Magearna, those kind of stuff. Anything past Gen 7 is probably still gonna be shiny locked. But just having them around, that you can have them whenever you want, makes me so happy. Like, When I was a kid, I always wanted a Jirachi because I watched a Jirachi movie as a kid, and then I found out no Jirachis. There's no Jirachis in black and white. It was the ultimate betrayal. How dare they show me this super cute wish-making Pokemon, and now I can't get it? Or Darkrai? Well, that's why the Genning event, like people when they made their own events, was really nice. It allowed me to get Darkrai and Jirachi like I wanted. Those two, it's definitely one of the best of the anime movies. Like, for one, Mei is the best like companion in like the whole show, like the whole series. But like, Jirachi and Mei, they're so cute in this movie, and then Max. And then obviously you have Brock. Brock is the best. I need to get a Jirachi plush. I got one for my friend a few years ago, but I need to get one for myself because all I have is like a lot of Pikachu. I have a lot of Pikachu. Like, so many. A disgusting amount of like Pikachu. And then like a single Totodile, I think. And Totodile is cute as heck. I wish Totodile got more love. Nice. I got mine through Pokemon Go. I don't have the. Well, I can't do Wishmaker. For one, I don't have the disc, and then I don't have you know, all that stuff. Oh, my mom got me the Takara Tomy / Hasbro like Pikachu plush, the really big one, and I didn't know it was like really expensive or rare until one of my friends told me, and if I knew that, I wouldn't have slept with it so much. Like I used it so much, the eyes and like all of the paint kind of rubbed off, and it's like super like kid used, but like it's a really good Pikachu plush. It's so huggable and soft. I might buy a second one just when I'm older. Yeah, the fat one. I didn't know it was like it was like $150. I thought it was like just a Pikachu. Like I just thought it was a Pikachu plush, right? Like any other one. And then I found out it was like super rare, and that made like I already loved it a lot. But finding out was like, oh my god, whoa. I'm living amongst a guy. Yeah, his fur is so matted down, but you know, I think I'm gonna treasure him forever. I can't let go. He's too cute. I brought him to summer camp a few times, and I was like, damn. And too many memories of it. I went through a lot. Like my first breakup. That Pikachu was there for me through all of it, bro. That Pikachu is my homie. It's my guy. He's there whenever I need it. And that's what makes him my OG. My number one. Yeah, and he'll be there for the next 7. That's for sure. I'm not letting him go. But yeah, he was a huge comfort during those high school years and middle school and all that. Toys and that kind of stuff is really important for the development of like kids and stuff, you know. Having the Pikachu plush, it's important. I'm happy that we live in a world where kids can have all kinds of stuff, you know, to help them get through all kinds of turmoil. I know I needed it for a lot of stuff. When I was a kid, I used to pretend to be the Dino Thunder Rangers because that was like the show I watched a lot. But I never had the Morpher, but just like pretending to be that, it made me feel like I was able to like get through all kinds of stuff that I was going through at 5 years old. And I went through a lot. Like, damn. So it's okay. People, you know, it's like, I'm very open about that kind of stuff, especially since I'm the one who brought it up. But I'm definitely in a better place, you know. Point of life is like the journey to get to all those kinds of things, you know. It's good. It's good. Especially because, you know, now I'm old enough. I'm on my own, and on that alone is just wow. Being independent is cool. Yeah, I'm just passing through, you know. Yeah. It's kind of nice to think about all of it, you know. Even after like all that kind of stuff, I appreciate having gone through it all. But the good part about life is that there's still always a journey to go through, you know? Even though I've come so far and I've done a lot of things, there's always new things to do, new things to try, new people to meet. Never gets boring. Oh, it's Gak from Kiva? I haven't watched that many shows. I've only watched 4s, O's, Drive, a little bit of Double, and not a lot. Oh, and I watched Gaim, of course. I got like really into Kamen Rider, but then I kind of like watched like 6 shows and then I just switched to Sentai. Because I don't know. Sometimes it's like binging Kamen Rider is like a whole thing. But then with Super Sentai, I kind of just watch it on the subway. Oh, and I got halfway through Kuga. Isn't Gak like the singer? I think I saw him on like the Rider or something. I don't remember. It was a Decade song. Something about wind. Godai is just... Wait, really? Like Rider Man with the guy with the hook hand? I love Rider Man. I mean, I never watched Kamen Rider V3, but easily, whenever Rider Man makes a cameo, I love him. You cannot deny his bright smile. He's my goat. Even though I never watched his show, but he's up there. He's probably my favorite Showa rider, next to like Nigo, whichever one was number 2, right? Ichimonji. Those two, they're my favorite Showa. Oh, and then obviously Kamen Rider Black, because I watched Black Sun. That was really good. And I'm thinking about watching Black and Black RX, but that's a lot of episodes. I'm really hoping that they do more like Showa revivals, like for Amazon. You know how Amazon Riders and Black Sun exist, and then Shin Kamen Rider, of course. I'd love if they could revive like the one I always wanted to see was Super One, the guy who is like all metallic, but the actor, like he scammed like a bunch of people, and I know that they don't like to talk about Super One. But I kind of think he looks cool as hell. You know, Super One is metallic. I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes into Decade. I got to the episode where he talks to other universe Godai in Kuga, and I thought that was really fun. And I started with my friend, but then he never wanted to continue watching. I'm gonna watch it myself soon though. After I catch up with the Boom Boonger series, I'm like on episode like 20, and then they're on 35 right now. I want to be able to watch the final for Boom Boonger as it comes out. And then I also watched like the first episode of Gav when it came out, and I was like, damn, that's sick as shit. I love my jelly guy. My favorite part about the Reiwa era so far, though, is that Kamen Rider Brain is the first Reiwa rider, and he's fucking hilarious. I love Kamen Rider Brain. For one, Drive is already like my first, it's like my favorite series. It's not my first. My first was O's. But like, out of all of the ones I watched, I love Drive so much. And getting to see Drive come back in any way, beautiful. I love Drive, and especially Brain. He's like the funniest character from Drive. So easily, that was my favorite V Cinema. Even though it was an April Fool's joke, but it was hilarious, and I loved it. Yeah, that's why I want to watch Kiva too, because it has. I heard it's very J-drama. You know, they have that classic suspenseful episodic story, and then reveal for the next episode, and it's kind of nice, you know. It reminds me of watching TV with my grandma, but like not in a bad way, but like in a good way. Like it's a good show that has all the stuff I like, and on top of that, makes me feel like I'm watching shows with my grandma, even though she doesn't watch that. But like, the drama is like very similar. Plus, Kiva has sick as fuck aesthetic. You know, he's a vampire guy. He's cool. He's definitely like top 5 coolest riders of all time. Yeah. She used to watch all kinds of like Hong Kong kung fu drama shows, and I was like, dang, I can't believe that guy just kicked that guy. And then also, they happen to be cheating on each other's wives with each other. That's crazy. I mean, they don't usually have that kind of like adult drama, but they have like the same kind of like fighting, like the conversation, and the drama is also done with actions on top of like the words, right? Like, you know, they'll be like, in, let's say, Ryuki, they'd be like, hey, you did that thing! And then they'd be like, yeah, I did. And then they fight each other, and that's awesome. Fights are definitely way elevated by having like more interpersonal drama between those fights, you know? Or like, when I was watching the pool episode of Kuga, where he fights the flying guy or woman, I think it was a woman, and he was like worried that one could have killed like his family or whatever, and that was like super dramatic because it had like a elevated stake on top of the fight. There was also all of that, you know, context that makes it like, yeah, beat the shit out of that bat thing and shoot it in the wings. Godai, he's the rider for the people, man. I mean, every rider is for the people, but like sometimes some riders, they just have like no interaction with like the outside stuff. Like Gaim, he barely talks to anyone outside of like Team Gaim sometimes, but like Kuga, all of his stuff, you know, that's a bonus of having not a secondary rider in Kuga, I'm pretty sure. At least they haven't introduced it, well, as far as I got. But like, it really helps him have focus on like the weekly episodes. There's nothing that stops it, and then there's always like a huge emphasis on Godai rather than like splitting like that kind of like, you know, feeling. Of course, you know, sometimes it feels like They don't really need like secondary riders in every show. In fact, I'm kind of baffled when they have like more than 3. Once you get past 3, I'm kind of just like, is this a Super Sentai? Like, I was watching Wizard, and I love Wizard. Okay, it's fun as hell. But the moment near the end of the show, there's like 8 wizards, and I'm like, that's a lot of Kamen Riders. And then like, only 4 of them have their own special suit, and then everyone else gets a generic suit, and it feels like, okay, why did you make them Kamen Riders if all they are gonna is to get like this super poor generic looking suit, you know? It makes me feel like I don't know. I don't like the generic riders, like when they have like mooks who are riders. It feels like really, I mean, I like it, but I don't like it. For one, I think Kamen Riders are like cool when they have like enemy Kamen Riders are cool. But then once you have like more than like 4 of them at a time, that's a lot. I heard Revice has a lot of ride. Well, for one, every rider has to come in a pair, right? So, and then also, there's like so many different suits for like even the base suit. You have like the pre-suit and then also the post-suit, and it's like, oh my god, there's so many suits, and it's like, oh wow. And especially since like, I mean, I didn't watch Revice, but I could imagine that like starting off with 2 riders, it would probably like not make it very good for developing both characters in the beginning. And then they still have to have a secondary rider because it's technically a main rider, but it's 2 riders, right? That's why they have to say Revi and Vice whenever they have like a new device. But you know, I don't know. I need to watch it to find out. Actually, I started watching oh, yeah. I heard they all look kind of like plushy-like. I need to watch Revice because the year that I started watching Kamen Rider was actually when Revice was airing, and I feel like it'd be a shame if I didn't watch it just because of that. Isn't Revice like an anniversary season 2? So maybe the reason why they all look so different is like trying to look like other riders, maybe. I always wondered why they made it a T-Rex for the main rider. I mean, I like T-Rex for like overall, but it kind of like Dinosaurs feels like a very Sentai kind of thing compared to like Kamen Rider, where it's like, you know, more more basic stuff. Like when you hear about Kamen Rider, they always have like themes like, oh, that one's a ghost, that one's a car, and you're just kind of like, oh, that's a ghost and that's a car. You're never like, oh my god, a T-Rex, holy shit. Or demons, you know, it's like fucking a demon and a T-Rex and then some other thing, and it's like, that's a lot of stuff right there. Motifs are important, but sometimes it's important to like stand back from motifs, I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the most like, oh, I guess it's Zio. Zio has a lot of like clashing themes besides the clock, but like once you get to like Grand Zio and he starts having all the faces on his thing, it's kind of weird. Same with Gokai Silver and his gold mode, and he's got like so many faces on his like body, it's like kind of ugly. Kamen Rider Shinobi he's like Legend but Legend gets like way more focused. Shinobi deserves his own like, and then also Kamen Rider Aqua from the O's movie. I feel like those characters, you know, he's like they're technically main riders, but they don't get their own show. They could have at least gotten like a half season the same way Decade got a half season, just to like use more of their props. You know, they have like really interesting stuff, and I would love to buy toys for a Kamen Rider Aqua, but then he didn't get toys until Zio, because obviously he's a fucking movie exclusive rider that only shows up for like 6 minutes. Zio is definitely like one of the cooler shows too. Do you think that Zio is better than Decade as an anniversary season? Cause I'm like halfway through Decade. Oh no, I'm only like an episode or 2 in, but I would love to watch Zio because I heard it's like a way longer season. The Gokaidras are so lucky that they always come back and they always get new Ranger keys. But then Zio, we haven't even gotten like, we haven't seen him in forever. He could at least make a cameo, you know. I'm hoping that he like shows up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard Decade shows up in Zio a lot. And also he gets a new final form in Zio. Complete 21 form. It looks kind of ugly. But, you know. Oh. Kamen Rider Waz has one of the coolest standby noises. And then also, well, I haven't seen Zio, of course, but like, when I see clips of him on Twitter, and like his like first henshin in front of a clock, that's cool as hell. Also, Scott the Waz. Something I really did like though was that at least for Zio they got a game, I forgot, like Rider Battle or something, and I played that quite a bit. I didn't watch the show for Zio, but I just had a lot of fun playing the campaign and then playing it with friends. It's like it's an arcade fighter-ish, you know. You see, you stand from the back, the anime arena fighter, yeah, that's what they call it. And I thought that was really fun. Especially because you get to change into other forms in that game by like doing special moves. That was really cool. I was really excited when they announced the Yakuza show and it had Shinosuke's actor in it. But then I was like, wait a second, Kamen Rider Drive's 10th anniversary is around the corner, and that's my favorite show. No! I don't think we're getting a Drive 10th anniversary, especially since they put him in the stage show for Boom Boonger. That's all we're getting. Especially after the teaser from the freaking Kamen Rider Brain V Cinema. That big ass teaser from the Brain V Cinema. It makes me want more. Come on, damn it! I mean, I guess it's always the novels, but I need to see Go and Chase on the screen, dang it. They need to do cool bro shit. Yeah, he was in a Pokemon advertisement. He got really big, like just like a lot of the Kamen Rider actors, they get really big right after, like Gen from Fours. That guy's always busy. That's why we didn't get a Force 10th. Although it would have been really nice, but we didn't get it. That's kind of disappointing that we ended up getting an O's 10th, and then that ended up being disappointing, and now we're not gonna get another like good 10th anniversary from here. I guess we got like for Kamen Rider at least. Sentai gets a lot of good anniversary movies. Like SPD got a Deca Ranger. They got a 20th movie. I was like, what? And Kaku Ranger's getting a 30th movie. That's awesome. I love Kaku Ranger. They're so funny. I'm definitely gonna watch that 30th anniversary movie when it comes out. I can't wait to see what they do. And then Aba Ranger, even though that anniversary movie was kind of mid, just getting to see them again was really cool, and they didn't do it like it was a pretty good job. Yeah. Toku's really cool about that. That it's like a stepping stone for a lot of people into like a bigger industry. And I think that's great. You see it a lot in every other Toku, like Power Rangers as well. Those actors get big, like Go On Yellow, or Operator Yellow. She got really popular. She was in iZombie. She's in that new show where she talks to ghosts. It's really nice to see. And especially, I love superhero Taisen, just getting to see all those heroes, because when you see all of them standing there or running, it is kind of like, wow. Every single one of those heroes is like a representation of like a kid's childhood, you know? Like every kid in the world has their own hero that like they love and they look up to, and they will keep in their heart forever from like when they were a kid. Like, I'll never forget Dino Thunder Blue, Ethan. He's the best. He's cool as hell. He's a nerd and a geek. I love him. And he's like my favorite. Even Aba Ranger Yellow, Aba Blue. He's cool. I love him. The suit. That kind of stuff is going to stick with every kid that watches it. And it was nice to hear that like my cousin and his friends were watching Power Rangers, and they got like really attached to like their own favorite Ranger, and I was like, damn, you know, the future is now, but it never changes, you know, and it's like repeating history is cool. Just like, you know, everyone gets to be happy, I guess. I don't know. It makes you really feel, you know. Something I'd really love to see is if we can get a multiverse MCU movie that has every hero in it one time, just so that like all of those kids, which includes me by the way, MCU was it was very important for growing up for like anyone who watched it as a kid, but just getting to see every actor one more time besides Endgame. You know, Endgame, I feel like it's got everybody, but it doesn't have everybody. Oh, for Sentai, my favorite seasons are probably... I want to pick, like, less obvious ones, but to get down to it, Gokaigers, obviously, and I'm working on Dawn Brothers. I feel like once I finish that, that's probably going to be one of my favorites. But So far, for the ones that I have finished, is Gokaiger. I watched Gokaiger, Kamen Rider. What Sentais have I watched? I think I've only watched Gokaigers and Aba Rangers all the way so far. Oh, and I watched Akiba Rangers, but that doesn't count as like a Sentai, but it is really funny. Let me see. I mean, suits-wise, I think my favorite has to be Bokengers. I love the Bokenger suits because in Operation Overdrive was like one of my... I didn't watch it a lot, but I just remember really liking the suits as a kid, and I would go to like Disneyland, I'd see the Operation Overdrive suits, I'd be like, oh my god! That's the Power Ranger that's red and is silvery. That's so cool. Yeah, I guess just Gokaigers because I haven't finished I'm working on Kiramager Zenkaiger, Dawn Brothers, Kaku Ranger, and Deca Ranger. I kind of just like start a bunch of shows and I never finish them, but I have to finish them someday. Oh, actually, Boom Boomger so far, I guess that one's really good. And I remember when the suits came out, everyone was like, "Ah, oh, they look so ugly," and I was like, "What do you mean? These look so cool. They remind me of Power Rangers Turbo." Oh, and I want to start Car Ranger when I'm done with Kaku Ranger, since I heard they're both like very non-serious shows. I'm not. I love it when the Tokyos are like less serious, just because I don't know. I'm not very serious myself, so. I mean, I still love the drama, especially with Kuga, but it's like always like it's all like a mood stuff, you know. I can feel the shiny Fuecoco. I can feel it. It's coming in this batch. I think my favorite Boom Boonger so far is Boom Black and Boom Red. For one, Boom Black. Oh, and also his relationship with Boom Blue. I saw that episode. I was like, damn! I love you, Chashiro! Mira's good, but there's just something about, like, she just needs, like, more focus, I think. Maybe if I watch more episodes, she's gonna get more focus. I heard she gets a focus episode, like, the episode I'm, like, right before. Yeah, exactly. Like, at night, I can't get into too much drama because then I'll never go to sleep. But then if I watch, like, an episode of Kaku Ranger, I'll be like, haha, look at that funny thing that just happened. Oh my god. And then I go to bed, and I'm like... Or I'll just watch Power Rangers. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of like... I'm evil for this, but I watch more Power Rangers than I've watched, like, Super Sentai. And I mean, like, actively. Like, I still watch it just because, you know, it's very non-serious. And I don't have to, like, read subtitles, so it's easy to fall asleep to. Except for, like, Ninja Steel, that was really boring. I kind of just watched that because I really liked the Ninja suits, but I didn't want to watch Ninja because everyone said Ninja was bad. So I ended up watching Super Steel, and that was boring as hell. Well, actually, Ninja Steel, the first season was really... It was okay. But then Super Steel was like... Did I just watch like half of that? I'm gonna stop here. It's kind of really boring. Yeah, taking a break is important, because if you don't pace yourself with those like lighter seasons, and you just like watch... Like, I went from like Gaim to something more serious. I forgot what it was. It was like a really dramatic like show. Oh, I watched Black Sun right after Gaim, and I felt like super like tired out by like watching so much drama. For one, Black Sun is already like the most dramatic writer show, and Gaim is like the most addictive drama. I just couldn't pick it. I couldn't put it down. So I just like, you know, I don't know. I burnt out hard, and I felt like I slept for like a solid day after binging both shows back to back. I know. Well, the problem was that Black Sun came out to the U.S. like the day or two after I started watching Gaim, and then I was like, for real? And then I had to watch it that day. I was like, I need to know. I need to catch up, you know. And it was sick. Oh my god, the action was awesome. Oh, Michi is the funniest character in all of Kamen Rider. I'll never laugh at anyone more than I can laugh at Michi. He's like halfway through the show, I thought he was like, oh, I think I kind of like this guy. And then in the second half, I was like, oh, I kind of like this guy because he's really fucking pathetic. Like, I was kind of like, okay, I can kind of dig with this. And then I was like, oh, this guy's hilarious. Like, at first, I kind of, like, I could relate to, like, his, like, motivations and stuff, like, you know. But then, by the second half, I was like, ha ha ha, look at that guy! He's crying on the floor! I mean, I'm kind of evil for that, but I think he kind of deserved it, to be honest. I'm happy that he gets to he gets a redemption, like he gets a chance to redeem himself. Although I don't think we ever get to see him like go through that, but like getting to continue to live his life with his brother is I feel like he doesn't deserve it, but he also deserves it, right? Like overall in terms of like his actions, it's not a good punishment, but for his character, I'm happy that he gets it because he kind of needs a win, you know, after such a huge L. Getting to live with his brother and like, you know, like a chance to right his wrongs is like really important, I feel. Even though we never get to see it because it's like post the season, but like just having him have that open-ended chance to do it is very important. I guess, you know, he was definitely always, like, under someone else's influence. Like, he was a tool for other people's, like, goals, right? But I feel like... Ooh. Gaim... It has issues, but it has, like, some of the best peaks for, like, Rider overall. Like... I don't really understand Kaito at all, but he's fun. And that's about it. You know, like, it has, like, a lot of, I don't know. It's good. I know I couldn't stop watching it, but it's like, it was kind of like an abusive relationship. Like, I was like, oh my god! I can't stop! I can't stop! I don't understand Kaito's motivations at all. I mean, I understand what he wants and like why he does things, but like it doesn't feel like normal. Like Kaito as a person is like a tire fire, but he's also like a tire fire with strong conviction. And then Kota, he's just a guy, and it's just like fun seeing him like guy around and do all that kind of stuff, you know. If I literally had to stop to go to sleep at like 4 a.m. because I was watching it way too much, and then the moment I woke up at 7 a.m. the first thing I did was turn on the TV and continue watching Gaim. I was like, I gotta know why the trees does the thing. Why is Ichigo still so weird? Oh, is that like a character from Geats? I need to finish it. There's so many riders in Geats. Oh, it's the zombie guy. He just wants to kill every rider. Yeah, but like the thing is that like Kaito, his motivation is like, oh, I must have strength because I was hurt as a kid. And then, you know, Buffa, he's like, oh, I hate every rider. Like he's kind of like way more intense about like channeling that like inner trauma. You know, he's like, oh, I can't let them get away. They killed my family. You know, and Kaito's just kind of like edgy about it. He's like, in this world, you need to have strength to survive. And Buffa's like, I'm gonna kill them all. Yeah. That's his wish. That's a cool ass wish. If I was an evil person, I think that'd be I'd have that kind of wish. It's like his power is just kill Kamen Rider. You know, that's hilarious. You know, like he hates on a different level. Kaito, he's like edgy hate. He's like, this world, you need, you know, that kind of stuff. And he's got like a philosophy about the world. And then Buffa's just kind of like, die. I feel like I need to watch. Oh, is it cause like he's kind of got like a very like simple motivation or something, but like he pushes it a lot. I only seen like clips of him, and also when he kills the two Kamen Riders that we never get to see on screen, when Ben and that other guy, you know, and I was so disappointed that they didn't get a suit. I was like, come on. I need to watch Geats. It feels like it's the most influential rider show, like, from Reiwa so far. Like, I don't know, I haven't even watched any of the Reiwa shows yet, so I might as well finish Geats. I have it all downloaded, I think. Or I should. Oh wait, I think I was watching it on Tubi, that's why. Isn't Cross said he's like, isn't he like an anniversary rider or something? I don't know. Oh, I'm thinking about J and Z-O. Not Z-O, but Z and the letter Z-O. Yeah, that one. Tubi got some weird shit on it, man. I'll probably download it later. I have a good source. I was kind of intimidated by watching Gaim because I feel like I played so many Battle Royale games that like I kind of didn't want to watch Battle Royale on TV. But at the same, now that I've like had like a long break from playing Battle Royale games, I could probably watch Geats without being like, ugh, Battle Royale. Plus it's not the same as like other Battle Royales, it's just like 32 people. I don't know. Plus starting off with so many riders at the beginning is like very intimidating. Did you see that they put a parody Power Ranger show on Tubi? I watched like a half hour of it and I was like, this is a real thing? Like it's so it's crazy. It's a crazy parody, okay? I didn't even think it was a parody. It was just like a really bad fan fiction. Yeah, isn't like each round like an episode or something, so like it quickly cuts down to like 4 or 8, right? Yeah, it's so bad. Like you need to see it for yourself. It's so oh my god. There's no words for how like cringy it is. Like it feels like you know how like when people make like edgy like fan fictions of like really childish stuff? Like there's easily good ways to make Power Rangers like adult and like not childish, but then there's like taking it too far in a way that like makes it like feel really stupid, okay? Like Black Sun is a good adult toku, but whatever Power Ranger parody I just watched yesterday, it's like I can't even believe that like someone made this, looked at it, watched it themselves, and was like, yeah, I should make 8 movies of this. It felt like they were trying to copy the last Ronin Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic, but they did it really bad. Like, I don't know. It's hard. It's just like so ridiculous. See, exactly! Sometimes it's like, you know, MCU, and then they're like always changing like the stuff that I really like, and then they're like, oh, but it, you know, it's to fit the mass market. I'm like, I don't care about the mass market. Just make it fun! Exactly. I mean, there's a time and a place for like edgy things, but sometimes like, it's just, they take it. They don't, it's like they don't even care about what they're adapting. They hate it, and they want to make, it's like they're ashamed of having such a fun character, like, you know, so that they decide, oh, let's make it unfun, and let's take away, like, very important aspects of the character, or just make it like a whole new character, but with the same name. It's so bad. See, that's why I think Deadpool and Wolverine, like the new movie, did so well, because they tried a lot to like be more like the like comic booky, but like also still appealing to like the market. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a really hard message to put, but like Deadpool and Wolverine was a really good comic book movie. I mean, it's not a good movie, but it's a good comic book movie, and I had a lot of fun. For sure. Like, some of these characters have like really bad, you know, motivations, and like villains just like make no sense in some places. Ugh. Did you hear when that they changed the ending for Ant-Man Quantumania like a week before it went to theaters? And I remember when the ending that they did say that got leaked, I thought, oh my god, that would be such an awesome ending. And then when I went to watch Quantumania, the whole time up until the ending, I thought like, oh, okay, this is a pretty okay movie. And then the ending was really bad, and I was like, oh, they should just use that leaked ending. Like, it was. Well, at least there's some parts where I'm okay, where they're not faithful. Like Scott Lang, I think he's a fun character, you know, instead of focusing on Hank Pym. But then there's sometimes I wish, damn it, why can't we get Hank Pym? Like when we had Ant-Man in the Avengers movie, Hank Pym would have been so much better. But they already made him old. There's just a lot of like missed stuff. And then obviously Spider-Man, like having to like rely on Iron Man. I get that he's like coming in late, but he's not coming in that late, okay? He only came in at like phase 2 or 3. And we already have like new heroes that are like already standing on their own that don't have to rely on Iron Man. And they like, you know, they're like fast forwarding those people's like progression. But then Spider-Man is forced to like, oh, that's true. He was a very Silver Fox guy. And then Hope Van Dyne, she's also, dang, like when they brought her back, I was like, wow. Or I mean, the mom, I forgot her name. I'm pretty sure it was Hope, right? Or is that? I have to Google it, cause she only gets like the last bit of the second of Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then like Quantumania, she's like kind of just annoying, so I kind of tuned her out. Spider-Man was done dirty in the MCU. Oh, Janet. I think it was Janet Van Dyne then, right? That's the one. I had to Google it. I like Tom Holland, but sometimes I hate Tom Holland. Oh my god. Like, there are moments when Tom Holland is literally perfect, and then there's other moments when he's literally the worst. But, I mean, overall, I think he's okay. But I'm so disappointed that they didn't bring Andrew Garfield, man. But overall, he's okay. I mean, Homecoming was fun. So, that's about it. Plus, you know, getting Far From Home was a really... That was a really hype, you know. I remember when Far From Home came out, I went to go watch it in 4D in Times Square. And, like, I went all the way out there just to go watch that, okay? And it was so good, I had to pee like an hour in, and I didn't get up to pee for the next 2 hours. I mean, also, I thought the movie was gonna end soon, and then it went for like 3 hours. I remember as a kid, I didn't like Andrew Garfield, but I was unfamiliar with his game. Okay, like after watching the first Spider-Man movie, like Amazing Spider-Man, I was like, okay, actually he's really cool, because I was just, yeah. but like on the outer edges. It's like an hour in to go to Times Square. Like the problem is like, what was it? Nice. That's okay. I mean, New York City's huge, so like even when you tell people, oh, you know, I'm from New York City, it's always like, okay, where? The Bronx? Queens? Staten Island? Actually, take away Staten Island, never mind. Brooklyn? Manhattan? And then some people from Long Island, they tell you they're from New York City, and I'm like, you sure? You sure? You know, you literally live in like halfway between Long Island and New York City. Like from Queens, like a little bit past Queens, and I'm always looking at them like, you sure you're from the city? But yeah, I couldn't get up to pee when I was watching Far From Home. I was too into the movie. I mean, getting to see Tobey Maguire again, that was sick as shit. I was just like, oh my god, Tobey Maguire? Really? Tobey Maguire here in my movie? Oh my god. I was gonna cry. I was gonna cry. Spider-Man 3, it might be considered the worst of the trilogy, but it's my favorite movie, and I love Tobey Maguire. You know, his acting wasn't very good in Spider-Man 3. It was good. It was good, but it wasn't like as good as Spider-Man 2. But like, actually, it was good. I'm not gonna lie. Spider-Man 3 is my GOAT. I love Venom. I love Sandman. I love Peter Parker when he goes through like all that like emo shit. That's awesome. I mean, it's not good, but it's amazing. I mean, I love Tobey Maguire, and they said that they were gonna work on there's all these rumors about a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire or Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield, but I'm really hoping they never bring those guys back ever again. Like, I love the characters, but I really don't want them to come back. I just feel like making them come back after so late, it's just like, it's too much to like, you know. Bully Maguire is the best, you know. When I was a kid, I used to do the Bully Maguire dance, even though I didn't know people didn't like it, but I would do it because I thought it was I just thought it was cool, which is how uncool it was. I was an uncool kid, okay? So I would just do the Maguire dance, even though it wasn't very, but it's so cute. Oh, and also one of the best parts about Spider-Man 3 was that they were able to go like really hard on the action. Since Sandman doesn't take any like real damage, and then they put him in the fucking subway, I was like, holy shit, this movie's awesome! Yeah. Especially at like the final fight with Venom. The only bad fight in Spider-Man 3 is when Harry has like the goblin fight. I thought that was like a really like, it was an okay scene. But like every other fight was sick as hell. Like when he just like randomly hits a pole, and that's like, well, he didn't randomly hit it, but like hitting the pole just felt like a very abrupt way to end such a like big fight. But I guess I did have a lot of time constraints. I heard a lot of things about the development of Spider-Man 3. But every other fight was awesome. The only thing I'm disappointed by is that we don't get to see more of like Eddie Brock Venom, since he only gets like that last fight and then like he gets eaten. We don't even get to hear like Eddie Brock talk as Venom a lot. Like he's just kind of like, I don't know. He's only in the last fight. He should at least get a mid fight, you know, like sometime between the church and the final fight. He should have gotten like at least a tussle, like, you know, I don't know. I mean, the way he dies is really dramatic, like, you know, the way Venom like just spits out his bones after being defeated. That was like, I mean, I know like every one of them dies in the end of their movie, like Spider-Man 1, Goblin gets impaled and everything, and like Spider-Man 2, Doc Ock like sacrifices himself, which the Doc Ock sacrifice was really awesome. But like seeing like his bone, I was like straight speechless, you know. When I was 7, I was not ready to see Eddie Brock bones, okay? That was some crazy shit. He got some good molars. just seeing like all of his like, I don't know, it was crazy. Them wild ass bones, you know. Especially because like you go the whole movie like hating Eddie Brock, and then he just dies, and you're kind of like, because you never like hate him like in a villainy way, right? You just kind of think, man, that guy kind of sucks, and then he just dies, and you're like, dead guy? What? I thought he was gonna get like a second movie. Green Goblin has so many good lines. Oh my, I'm so sad that they don't use him more. I mean, of course they don't use him more. He died in the first movie, but like, sometimes I wonder if seeing Green Goblin in Far From Home was more exciting than seeing Tobey Maguire, because Willem Dafoe, he kills it. Kills it. And I mean, he kills it. Like, he kills a lot of people. Especially the scene on the bridge with the tram for the Long Island Roosevelt Island tram, I think. And with like Gwen Stacy. Oh no, not Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane. I keep mixing it up because they kind of do it reverse. That was sick as fuck. See, that's like the only the bad thing about Spider-Man 3 is having two villains, because then you don't get room for them to shine. But like at the same time, I can't say it was a bad movie. I had a lot of fun with Venom, and I really like Sandman's like backstory and motivations, right? But you know, it's all like personal opinion. But overall, I think Spider-Man 3 isn't made any worse for being like overstuffed. I think it's like about the same. Maybe a little bit worse, but it's never like better, but it's never like really bad. But I still have like a very personal love for it. Just because Black Suit Spider-Man is cool. You cannot deny Black Suit Spider-Man swag. I remember when they did like the swinging scene with the black suit, and then he like goes against the glass with the black suit. Oh, kid me was so excited. I was like, oh my god, I hope Spider-Man is black forever. And I got my wish, because now we get a black Spider-Man. Miles Morales' suit is sick as hell. And he gets Venom powers, although it's not the same as like actual Venom. But like, I love Miles' suit. I mean, I don't like red and black as a color scheme too much because I feel like it's overused, but I can't deny its greatness, you know. Iron Man MCU is probably where, like, hi Dashier! Iron Man MCU is probably where the superhero comic, the campiness and like the seriousness perfectly came together for me. Like, Tony Stark has so much personality, but at the same time it's got like a gritty like action feeling, of course, but like Tony's Robert Downey Jr. has such like a good comedic and acting like personality that like it still feels superhero campy, you know what I mean? And then it just kind of goes away after Avengers. Like after like early MCU, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, I guess we're not going back to that. We out here. We're gonna get that shiny today. I'm locked in, okay? I'm gonna stream again for 5 hours if I have to get this shiny Fuecoco and Palpitoad, okay? Or Seismitoad. I'm locking the fuck in. Well, or maybe not, because if you pay too much attention, I get like really bored. I can't believe I went 5 hours yesterday without a shiny, and I'm gonna go again today, probably like 3 hours without another shiny. Man, the reason why I haven't gone out today to get shiny Zamazenta is just because I don't have these two shinies, okay? Zamazenta, the Pokemon Shield was the Pokemon game that I played first when I decided to get back into Pokemon, okay? And then I got really bored of it and I dropped it, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that Zamazenta means a lot to like my shiny, to my modern Pokemon era, you know? I'm in that era. I'm in my Pokemon arc, okay? So making sure Zamazenta is like my last shiny in my Pokemon arc, it's important, okay? I need it to happen. It starts with Zamazenta, it's gonna end with Zamazenta. Even though I don't like Shield. I got really bored and just stopped playing. But it comes back around, okay? Oh, by the way, Dashier, I tried learning how to make custom clothing. Do you like my new model? Oh, you know, as a New Yorker, obviously, this is like open information. Everybody goes to Bryant Park, okay? Bryant Park, that is, like, you know, it's just where you gotta go. I mean, usually I play locally. Of course, if like for today, like I was gonna go play in my neighborhood, which I obviously won't give away. But like during community days, I go to Bryant Park because, you know, that's where you gotta go. That's where everything happens for Pokemon Go. That's where the most players are. That's where the most shinies spawn, all that kind of stuff, you know. So you gotta go there no matter what. It's really far from me though, so. Oh, maybe it's not that far. I might be lying. No, you're never gonna find me. I'm like a ninja. Nice. I've never been to the Bronx. Oh, I did go when I was a kid, but I'd like to go. Oh, I did also go to Yankee Stadium when I was a kid for a few Yankee matches. But I didn't actually like baseball. I just thought I liked baseball, and then I just went. I hear a lot of stuff about the Bronx, though. Is it as crazy as it is? Like, as I hear a lot of crazy stuff about it. Mind Beam. Shiny Fuecoco will be the next egg. If it's not, I'm gonna be really sad. Oh, for real? Dang. Really sad. I gotta go to the Bronx Zoo sometime. If I ever go to the Bronx Zoo, I want to go with my friends, dressed as the Madagascar crew, you know. Just cause that's where Madagascar starts. I think that'd be really hilarious. Like, I'd go with my friends, I'd be like, hey, you want to be Chris Rock for today? I'd obviously be either the giraffe. No, I'd probably just be the giraffe, but I gotta go to the Bronx Zoo as Madagascar, you know? That'd be hilarious. Or we'll go as penguins. The penguins, you know. That's really cute. No, it's definitely the Bronx Zoo. I'm pretty sure because the Central Park Zoo doesn't have like those brick walls, and then the Bronx Zoo has like all of those enclosure thingies, I'm pretty sure. And also the Big Bell. I mean, I might be wrong, because I haven't been to the Bronx Zoo in like 8 years. But I've been to the Central Park Zoo in the last few years. It looks so different. But it might be. No, I think it's a Bronx Zoo, I'm pretty sure. Although any reason to dress up as the penguins from Madagascar is a good excuse, you know. So maybe I'll still go to Central Park Zoo. I want to be, which one was it? The one who's really stupid. I like that one the most. Or Kowalski. I mean, I probably wouldn't be Kowalski. I'm not that smart, but definitely. Or you know, all of the penguins are good. Or Boom Boom guy, I already forgot his name. The guy with explosives. I'm so happy that they made a Penguins of Madagascar TV show because they are entertaining it a lot as themselves and, like, you know. Yeah, Rico, Bro, everyone's gotta have a Rico in their group. I remember in high school I was considered my Rico of my group because I used to bring really random things to school. I'd be like, hey, you guys want to play VR at school? And then I'd bring like a whole VR setup and they'd be like, what? What are you doing? Or I'd bring like a whole ass, I'd bring a hot plate and I'd make my own lunch at lunch. And they'd be like, what? Why did you do that? I was like, you want to eat this filet mignon or not? But nowadays I'm like way calmer, so I don't do that kind of stuff. Especially because I'm not in like school right now. Taking a gap year. And also working. But maybe when I go back to college, I'll get to do that kind of stuff again. Oh, actually, for my like last half of high school, it was really good. They really turned it around in my school, I'm pretty sure. Like, we got like rotisserie chicken quarters with mashed potatoes and gravy. I was like, oh my god, mashed potatoes and gravy! Hot damn, mini arcades! I think the craziest thing is probably still the hot plate and the filet mignon. I cooked steak at the... Cooking steak at lunch, it was crazy. I remember one of my friends, we were taking that meme about like eating in the back of class. And I brought out the hot plate and the steak, but I didn't actually like turn it on. But I took a picture of it because we sat in the back just for fun and it was hilarious. One of the like negatives about like bringing so much tech is that like sometimes you'll like lose it. I used to lose so many headphones. So like don't bring too much. You always keep accounted for, okay? Like I had an iPod and I have a DS and then I'll have Nintendo Switch and then I'd have laptop and it'd also weigh a lot. It was just like not a good idea. Oh, but for the first half of like high school, the lunch was like atrocious. Like we would get like frozen chocolate milk, which wasn't that bad, but it'd be like chocolate milk with like starch in it, and I'd be like, why is there starch in this? I was like, what the hell? Or, you know, chicken nuggets that were like really gross, just like breading falling off, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm really happy they changed it in my second year of high school. I was like, yes! Mashed potatoes and gravy! Because, like, mashed potatoes and gravy is, like, top 5 food for me. I love mashed potatoes and gravy. So getting to have that at lunch was really exciting. Bye. Ciao. See you soon. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'll probably be here a while, so see you when I see ya. You should always take a shower. Not just because hygiene is important, but because it's important for your own health, like personal, mental. I'm so sad. I'm not allowed to shower for a while because I I got a biopsy. So I'm supposed to keep the wound clean. So I'm just doing my, I'm just like, you know, I'm not allowed to shower too vigorously. I'll probably shower in like 5 hours, since that'll be when my 48 hours since my surgery will be over. Or whenever I end stream, I guess. No, it's the water, not the soap. I think I can use like a dry soap, but I don't have any at home. Plus, it's like, I don't know, I just like relaxing in hot water. It feels nice. I'm not actually like dirty, since I haven't done a lot for like a while, since I'm like mostly inactive, since I'm not allowed to move, so I'm probably okay if I don't, but I'm just like waiting down so I can take that shower for myself. Warm showers are like, they're like, you know, I don't know. Warm showers are my crack. I can't stop taking warm showers. Yeah, you know, yesterday, I was streaming. Like, after like 3 hours into the stream, I felt like not good. But I just kept going because I really wanted to get the shiny. But today, I think I can go all the way because I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm just patiently watching. I'm really hoping that the shinies come soon. I see you, Temple. Come on! Come on! Disappointing. I gotta end that Temple soon. It's not coming out of here alive, okay? If I don't get a shiny soon, all these temples, they're all my hostages. That's right! Nintendo Switch, you gotta give me a temple now. A shiny temple. If you don't, I'm gonna release all of these temples. That's right, hostages! If my demands are not met, then all of these Pokemon get it. They get to go to a loving home. Not! I'm going to delete them! Or I won't, I don't know. That's right. You better pray, Fuecoco, that you're a shiny, or I'm coming for you next. Intense stare. Intense stare. Okay. I guess I didn't stare intense enough. Let's fucking go! It's a normal Fuecoco! Oh, I just used a sandwich. I actually, Shiny Tatsugiri was the first shiny I hunted in Scarlet Violet. Because, I just saw it and I was like, oh, sushi fish! Oh my god! And I already knew I needed every shiny, okay? I got all 3. I was like, fuck yeah. And then also they fixed it later in the game where every outbreak had the form on it correctly. But before that, I already caught like 18 of them. And I was like, well, it wasn't 18. I think it was exactly like 8 or 7. And I was like, oh, this is already like the 4th shiny stretchy Tatsugiri I have. And then there it was. The last Tatsugiri I needed. I was like, let's go! Sometimes I wish I could start my shiny collection all over again. Just because that kind of hype of seeing shiny Tatsugiri, I don't think I'll get that again since I already caught everything. Well, I guess whenever the next gen comes out, but like, you know, it's not the same. I'm sure you'll get it. You know, Tatsugiri, as long as you stay on the island part, it'll always, it's going to be the main spawn. Once you start getting into the water, it gets harder to find. I mean, sometimes you'll get like Altaria and stuff, but like, as long as you memorize the 3 shinies, you'll find it. I think the hardest part was identifying if it was a shiny or not. I'd see like the one that looks like the other one, and I'd be like, is that shiny or not shiny? And I had to always like look up really close. But after like a day hunt, like I spent a whole day hunting it, I ended up getting it, so that was good. Oh, that's the worst, because their water spawns are so annoying when they start diving underneath, you know? But that's when I learned from my friend. She told me that if you lock on to a Pokemon underwater and then you throw the ball, you get, you know, you'll end up getting all of them. Like you'll be able to hit it even though it's underwater. And I was like, oh, really? And that saved my butt. I'm losing hope. I had a feeling that I was gonna get a shiny Fuecoco in this batch, but now I'm getting the feeling I'm not gonna get it after getting so far in. But you know, I'm hoping that feeling earlier was right. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. Well, I'm trying to remember this one. I stubbed my penis in the car door. You stubbed your penis in the car door. Ah! I tried playing Parappa the Rapper because I have like an emulator that's good for it, and I had like a little tiny Linux device that I got for 50 bucks, and after playing it, I was like, dang, Parappa the Rapper would be good on this, and then I just never played it. A lot of the PlayStation 1 games, they either age really amazing or they age really, really, really bad. But overall, I still think most PlayStation 1 games are fun. See, that's what I thought. I thought the game was broken because I was doing so bad. But it just might be like maybe my controls were unmapped. I don't know. But I was getting inputs. I need to try it again. It's okay. Even though this game doesn't want me to succeed, I'm going to make it succeed! Ah! Okay, it's not a shiny. Well, that's how it goes. Wait, that's it! Holy shit, yes! Yes! Yeah, let's go! Finally! Yes! Yes. 5 hours! 6 hours! 7 hours! For Fuecoco! Paldea is over. I never have to look at Scarlet Violet's ugly ass ever again. At least until I get into competitive again, but like, woo! I'm gonna finish these eggs and then I'll switch to doing Palpitoad only. Yeah, I'll switch later. Well, it's okay. I have good posture. I have to keep pressure on my back, so my posture is pretty It's not up straight, but that's because there's no way for me to keep my back against, like, pressurized if I don't. But it's not, like, super slouch, you know? Super slouch is, like, crazy, but, like, I think I have an okay posture right about now. But I definitely gotta adjust my shoulders now that you said that. Shiny Fuecoco. And like that, part of my collection is complete. There's only 2 pieces left, and they're right around the corner! I knew it! I called it! I could feel it in my bones! Shiny Fuecoco, let's go! I'm still, like, processing it. Whoa. Deep breaths. You know, I gotta calm down. Of course, you know, once I'm done hatching these eggs at Scarlet and Violet, I'm gonna start streaming my Pokemon Go so that I can show off, I can do the Zamazenta raids. Or maybe I should wait until Tympole is done, because I feel like the moment I start doing Pokemon Go raids, I'm gonna be like, Tympole is gonna be like right around the corner. I'm gonna be like, dang. Like, I'll get Zamazenta as a shiny, and then Tympole will happen in like 5 seconds right after or something. So maybe I'll hold off on that, actually. If I don't get this Tympole soon, I'm gonna be really surprised, to be honest. Well, I'm gonna change switches so I can show it on my other Switch. Dang, this Nintendo Switch is hot! When I do competitive, I definitely go for stats, but, for this shiny specifically, I'm actually breeding the Roy Fuecoco from Pokemon Horizons, because I thought that'd be fun. Even though there's, like, nothing special about it, if it gets bred, I still think it's cool that I'm breeding, like, the Mystery Gift Fuecoco. So, it's got, like, the IVs are pretty bad. But, normally, I do, like, 6 IV, 6 IV, or I go for 0 attack, 0 speed, that kind of stuff, you know? But, just for the starters, I didn't. Like, I have, for my Torkoal that I have a shiny of in, for my VGC team, that's, 0 speed, 0 attack, of course. Because it's a Trick Room Torkoal. Whoopsie. Sorry for minimal scuff, to be honest. I mean, it's not too bad. Yeah. Okay. Just plugging in my controller now. Okay. We're gonna get this temple today! If it's the last thing I do, it's gonna be getting this temple, okay? I've actually gotten a temple on stream before. It's in my... I put it on my shorts, but... I'm definitely gonna need to get another one. Just to finish off the family. This temple is mine, dang it! If I don't get it today in this stream in like the next like hour or two, I'll probably just like hunt it off screen. And then come back later tonight for Zamazenta or something. Just cause like temple is making me go crazy. I can't wait to show off my whole Shiny Living Dex collection, you know? It's gonna look, seeing it in Pokemon Home, even though it's just a mobile app, but just seeing the sheer number of shinies, it makes me feel really good. The joy of having all of the shiny Pokemon. It's gonna be like, it's like watching every show and then getting to like the final like big movie. It's like, this is gonna be the Avengers moment for my Pokemon arc. Let's go. Like my Pokemon arc had like smaller movies, right? Like I finished the National Dex, like non-shiny. Boom. First movie, second movie. You know, it's all building up. Making Master Tier and VGC. You know, all that kind of stuff. Getting shiny Manaphy, shiny Arceus, getting all these other shinies, you know. Bam! Avengers moment! This temple right here. You're the key! You're the key to the end! I can't believe it. The end is coming. Some chicken little shit's about to happen, lady. The sky is falling. This temple right here, come on, I can feel it. It's probably not actually going to be this temple right here, but I wonder how many Temple I've hatched so far. I lost track. The amount of Temple I've hatched is probably like an insane amount. An amount I cannot personally quantify. It's gonna be like 800 or something. I'm thinking about watching the Dun Da Da Dun anime. It looks really fun, especially with all those Ultraman references. I was starting to download some of the anime or the manga so I could read it, but I guess I dropped it because I started reading Sakamoto Days, and then I ended up not getting back to Dun Da Da Dun. Oh no! My skeleton that I keep on my microphone fell. It's fallen and it can't get up. Yeah, it's supposed to be the latest comedy romance anime, but it's also like not all about romance. It's like got a lot of good visuals. Plus, I already love romance anime. I can't get enough romance anime. That's like the main anime I watch. No. The only alert he's got is me. And now he's on the floor. And I can't kneel down to get it. But I'll pick him up later. You doing okay down there, Jerry? You doing okay? Tell me, are you doing okay, Jerry? Ah, I'm doing terrible. Get me out of here. Jerry, shut up! I'm trying to hunt the temple right now, Jerry! Ah. Felt that one there. That was weird. Ah, okay, you know what, Jerry? I'm gonna pick you up. Okay. Put you right back there on the microphone, Jerry. Jerry is my professional DJ / audio mixer because I don't know any of that shit. And this skeleton I got at the Dollar Tree does for some reason. Jerry, you're a little stinker, Jerry. Jerry's not he's not deserving of emotional support. You don't want to know the crimes Jerry has committed to become a skeleton, okay? This is his punishment. There are things we don't speak about in front of Jerry, but he has done many things, and all of them include sitting at a Dollar Tree for exactly a week before I bought him. That's it. That's his greatest crime. Being rock bottom prices with medium to low quality. A lot. I only needed 2 shiny Temple because I got a shiny Palpitoad from Dynamax Adventures, I think. And I think I've done like wow, 820 something Temple by my guess based on the box number. Like around there. If I get to this Temple like after 1000 something, I'm gonna be like, damn. Actually, I think I'm already past that. I stopped counting like halfway. So I might be like at like 900 by now. You know, it's all worth it though. Once I get this Temple, the big grand Zamazenta is waiting for me on the other side. And that's what matters. And then there's Galarian birds to hunt, but they're not counted towards my shiny living dex yet because I'm not going for forms. I'm just going for dex entries. The only place to go now is to like get every gender, every form shiny. And I don't know, that doesn't have the same impact as the shiny living dex normal, you know? Oh, they count. It's just that like I'm not looking to get all the forms, because I already have shinies for the normal Kanto birds. But I still want to get them, of course, because they sick as shit. I love Galarian Moltres. You know, that's a sick design, and especially shiny Galarian Moltres. It's awesome. They just don't count towards like the living deck specifically. Just because I'm looking for like per species. If I got every form, I'd go insane. Like I'd have to get like every form of shiny Minior, and they all look the same. The only difference is that they're artificially colored, or like Alcremies. That would drive me insane too. So, you know, I'm just like keeping it simple, straight to species only, you know? But I'm definitely going to go for those Galarian birds for myself, you know? Plus, they're going to be around forever, so I'm going to get them anyways. And they're going to be... They're hype as hell, you know? I love them. I never got to use them competitively, but they're really cool. Alcremie is definitely one of the better Gen 8 Pokemon, you know? Like, Gen 8 has a lot of, like, okay Pokemon, but Alcremie is a standout. Like, oh my god, it's a fucking cake! I love cake! I'm all caked up for this cake. It's so caked! And then the G-Max, oh my, I'm so sad that G-Maxes are basically never coming back. I mean, they're coming to Pokemon Go soon, but that doesn't count, okay? Pokemon Go gets everything, and then Mainline gets nothing. So it's kind of sad. But at least we'll get to see G-Max Alcremie again. Something I'd really love is if they could make G-Max Alcremie plushie, or like big statue that's also like a plush. You know, like I just want a really big wedding cake sized G-Max Alcremie plushie, okay? Whenever I get married, I'm going to make Alcremie the wedding cake, okay? It's so damn cute. Yeah, but it's just a normal size plushie. I want a really big Alcremie. I want Alcremie so big I can stand on the little cake like levels as like chairs. Just like how they have that super big Snorlax plushie. That's actually a bed. I just love like really big plushies. They're awesome. Japan gets all the cool plushies, man. I need to go to Japan soon. I want all of them. Every single one. Oh, I'm too young for that. But I love walking by and I see the doors all the time with the Pokeball handles. I'm like, damn. Imagine what it was like before. I heard they used to give out Jirachi, Mew. You know, if it was still a Pokemon Center and it had those like Gen 1, Gen 2 distributions, I would literally start a new save file every day just so I can go back and hunt shiny Mew from the distribution thing. I would go once a day. That would be the coolest shiny hunt. Is that to always go to the Pokemon Center every once a day, at a chance to get a shiny Mew from the mystery gift thing. Now that would be a shiny. I would like that. That's like the shiny. It's apparently a 1 in 100 chance to get a Mew, but then it's a 1 in 1,000 chance to get a shiny Mew from the Pokemon Center like kiosk thing. Like that's crazy. I really wish they had more Pokemon merch at the Nintendo New York City store. Every time I go, just being a little small corner doesn't feel like enough. And all of the merch is like stuff you can get online anyways. The Japanese stores and like Singapore and all that kind of stuff, they all get exclusive merch. That's so cool. Well, at least Nintendo World is still pretty cool. When I remember when I was younger and it was hard to get like certain amiibos, I would go to the Nintendo store just to get like Greninja amiibo. But my saddest loss was I went to get the Robin amiibo and they ran out. Robin was my main for Super Smash Bros. 4. So, not being able to get it was a huge loss. But I'm lucky amiibo wasn't as big. I was able to get the Sora amiibo at there when that came out. Since Sora's my new main. For sure. Hell, they could just put a different store in another location, you know? Like, okay, I wouldn't mind if they... Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is the best. That's what I grew up on. Playing Kingdom Hearts was like, whew. And to this day, I'm still excited, you know? Nintendo could easily have gotten like another store in 50th Street or something, you know? It doesn't have to be in Rockefeller. You know, Rockefeller isn't as expensive. They could have been anywhere else, and it would have still had crazy tourism. I was thinking about when I'm done streaming like all these shiny hunts, I was gonna play the elusive Kingdom Hearts VCast. It was like a mobile phone game. It's kind of stupid. But, you know, not a lot of people know about it, and I have all the files to play it, so I might as well, you know, show it off to the world in some way. Oh, good luck. You know, Kingdom Hearts, it's a lot of game. Okay? There's exactly 13 games that you need to play if you want to get caught up, and boy, it's trouble. But, you know, the only thing you need to know, do not skip the side games. Okay, you need to play them. As much as the numbered games are probably the most fun, the story is really important to play the side games. It's like even if you miss one side game, you're gonna get so confused because they always make it important to one point in the game. They're like, oh my god, not yet, but it's somewhat mandatory. I feel like that's the one side game that you don't have to play it. Like the cutscenes for the other side games, they feel they don't feel right if you don't play the game part. But then for the rhythm game, it's literally like a normal rhythm game, like a basic nothing going on rhythm game. And then at the end, randomly, lore. Here's some lore for playing our 4-hour game that costs you $60. So, if you want to, I think that's the only one you can really skip by just watching like cutscenes online. But the other ones have like gameplay relates to story aspects of it, you know? I'm not a big fan of the rhythm game, to be honest. Like, if you do play it, remember to get it on PS4 or PC. Actually, I think it's only PS4 because it's not on PC yet, but the Switch version is okay, but sometimes it lags, and if you played other rhythm games before, lag in a rhythm game is atrocious. Like, it really messes you up, okay? As like, in high school, I used to do like rhythm games for like a year, because I thought like, oh, I'm Asian, I need to play rhythm games. That's what Asian people do. And then I realized, actually, rhythm games are just okay. But for a little bit there, I got like really into like those technical stuff. So playing the rhythm game for Kingdom Hearts, I was just like, ugh, this is just okay. The one side game that you have to make sure you don't skip. Oh, what happened? You okay? Yeah. You know, it feels like in high school I was like, damn, I guess I gotta get really into Bandori or Love Live or something. Or, you know, Hatsune Miku, Project Sakai, that kind of stuff. Or, like, my friend Eric, he got into My. I was like, damn! I can't believe you play this! And my Mai is crazy. I can't. Or for a little bit, I was like really thinking about buying the Taiko no Tatsujin drum. I was like, oh my god, this game is so fun! And then I was like, oh, that game is so expensive. But someday I'm still gonna get it because they added all the Kamen Rider Sentai songs to it. So I might buy Taiko no Tatsujin's like special drum set, you know. Taiko is easily the most fun arcade rhythm game to me. Like DDR is okay, like it's fun, but it's like base level like arcade, and then Guitar Hero is a little bit above it. But and then Mai is actually lower than DDR for me. But then Taiko, oh my god, for like a week, I got addicted to Taiko. But then I kept spending too much money on like paying for the arcade drums. I was like, oh, I need to buy the official drums to play this. I even started to learn how to do the rolling thingy with the drum, and I was like getting like crazy into it. But then I never got like doing like full clears on Insane or anything. Like I just did some normal hard difficulties. And also they have so many good songs, you know. They got like Deco 27, Deco Nina, they got some of their songs on there. They got a lot of Toho songs. I was like, damn, they know what I like. They had Megalovania. I was going crazy. I was like, what the fuck? Megalovania in like a rhythm game that I commercially paid for? That's insane. I really hope that well, I gotta check the prices of the Taiko drums. I heard that like the official Hori Taiko drum starts at 80, and then from there you can pay like money to get the official arcade drum. And I'm really not sure how far I'm willing to pay. But now that I got a job, I might actually like get really into it again. Now that I can afford to buy like the drum set. Because before, I didn't play because the drum that I bought was like some $20 drum to play at home, and then I thought this was just okay. But I didn't want to go back to the arcade to keep paying money. Plus, with that that subscription thingy, there's a lot of songs to play. I heard that you can get like steel backings and like the drum part and that kind of stuff. I got really into like watching those kinds of VTubers, and then I remember when that there was a bunch of VR rhythm games coming out, like Beat Arcade, I think it was called. I don't remember. I didn't get into those, but I tried getting into like Beat Saber and some other VR rhythm games, because VR rhythm games have like a lot less like money barrier to entry if you already have a VR headset. And you already get like the full experience of like an arcade experience, I guess. So I was thinking about getting into that, but I couldn't get into it just because like Taiko is better, and not a lot of the VR rhythm games like I'd get like too hot. I can't just like play it for an hour. I'd have to play it for like 30 minutes, take like a 15-minute break, and then play another 30 minutes. But Beat Saber goes crazy. I was thinking about maybe trying to record like Beat Saber songs with this model, since it there's a mod that lets you play Beat Saber that supports this model's file format. So I could record Beat Saber songs with this model, which will be interesting, even though I suck at Beat Saber. Hori makes some good ass controllers. I was thinking about getting that new Hori Steam controller. It looks really interesting. Nice. I got some small controllers too. I got the 8BitDo 02 controller. It's so cute. Oh, it's so tiny. You gotta Google it. It's so cute. And you can fit it anywhere, and I was using it to play Smash Bros. And the buttons feel so nice on it too. I definitely need to try out the GameCube Switch controller from Hori, because right now, my GameCube controller is like just some generic knockoff GameCube controller I got for like at a garage sale for $5, and it's still sealed. And GameCube controllers are like, they're expensive nowadays, or even if they're not that expensive, but like there's like something about GameCube controllers that makes people go crazy. Yeah, they're so cute. Oh my god, they're so small. They're adorable. I just love bringing it around and showing it to people. And then also, whenever I want to play with friends, I use it because I'm used to it. And also, it's just so cute. So I'm able to play like Smash Bros with like up to 3 people whenever, you know, me and my friends are at lunch or something. I might buy a second one too, just so I can have 4 people at lunch, you know? It's convenient, it's very durable, the buttons feel great, it's amazing. They're so cute. I got mine in yellow, because of course I did. Yellow is my favorite color. I remember when I first got the Switch, I had an obsession with buying as many new controllers as I could, because I wanted to play Smash Bros with 8 people. Yeah, I feel ya. Sometimes when people release controllers, they always have like the darker yellow, but I love the neon-ish yellow. But that just doesn't happen anymore. Sometimes I wish that like you could just change the color of anything you buy. But that's why I like the Xbox controllers. You can get like a custom color. But I wish everything could have a custom color. Like, how hard is it to like change plastic shells? I don't know. It's probably not that hard. I'd be willing to pay the extra money to get different colored controllers, you know? If I'm gonna be using it all the time and looking at it, I might as well pay like another like 10-20 bucks to have the color I like, you know? I did that for my friend. She loves them. I gave her we bought the Scarlet Violet custom Joy-Cons. They're based off of the limited edition, you know, console one. But I changed them out for her, and she was so happy. She was like, "Oh my god!" And seeing her face when she got it was really nice. And then I also had my other friend, and I gave her custom Joy-Cons for her birthday. I think. I don't remember which one she got. I think it was a Zelda one. I don't remember what shell I have to check. I ordered them off AliExpress. But custom Joy-Con shells is awesome. I might have to get one for myself because recently I got a new pair of Joy-Cons since my Splatoon Joy-Cons were starting to have like some problems. And I might just like shell swap some Joy-Cons, you know? Yeah, they're everywhere. Oh, it's nothing. Doing that kind of work is like whatever. Oh, okay, I see here. Yeah, my other friend, both of them wanted the Scarlet Violet Joy-Con cases, so I ended up getting two. I thought she got the Zelda one. Huh. I need to get new Splatoon Joy-Cons because I bought the Splatoon 3 OLED edition, and I need to do some repairs on those Joy-Cons. I've used them too much. Getting to fix other people's like consoles and controllers, that's probably one of my favorite things to do for other people. Especially because they're always like, "Oh my god, thank you! I know it must be so hard," and I just kind of be like, "Ba ba 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 ba," and I just kind of just be like chilling, you know. It's really relaxing to take apart that kind of stuff. When I was a kid, I used to take apart my computer and put it back together just for fun. And then I broke it, and then my dad was like, "How dare you break our $800 computer?" And I was like, "It's okay, it's okay. We only need to buy this one thing." And it's like, "No." And then we ended up buying a new computer anyways. But it was so old, it probably didn't matter. But taking apart computers and electronics is just really fun. Oh, I couldn't possibly. The problem with doing commissions is that if I break it, I gotta pay for it, and I don't have the anxiety. I have too much anxiety about that. I thought about doing 3DS capture card commissions though, but then I never got it to work on my own 3DS. I think I gotta get way better. It's fun to do it, but you know, I'm not trained well enough for that. I thought about it though, like going for to work at a repair shop in Manhattan. I thought maybe, oh, you know, maybe I can learn how to repair other people's stuff. Like I fixed an iPhone. That's actually how I face track for my model. Since I can't use enough capture cards or cameras for my PC, I use my an iPhone X that I bought broken, and then I fixed it so that I could use it for face tracking, doing stuff like this. Well, it doesn't track a lot, but I didn't make this model dynamic enough. But fixing that kind of stuff is just like, it's a fun journey, you know? And it's a good skill to have. But I definitely thought about doing it. Oh, me too. You know, I have the Fire Emblem Fates 3DS, and uh, I can't make myself do it. The Fates 3DS is too cool to like do any damage to it. But my friend gave me his, well, he didn't give it to me. I bought it off of him. His new 3DS XL. And I thought about using that for the capture card mod, but then part of the motherboard started like rotting, so it just wasn't worth you know, putting a capture card mod in it. But I'll think about it in the future anyways. as impressive as modding consoles is, what's more impressive is if this temple would come. It's almost been an hour since Fuecoco, and here we are, still waiting on Temple to show its face, you know. Dang, I was kind of hoping that one would be shiny. I think I'll end stream in like 8 minutes because I need to start doing other things. I can't just like sit here that long. I mean, I probably could, but I won't. Ugh. You know, shiny Temple. I can't believe he's yellow and brown. Those are like my two favorite colors. Ugh. How dare it. This temple has the gall not to be shiny. I can't believe it. Temple, if you're not a shiny, this temple that I'm breeding right now, if you're not shiny, you're a stinky poo poo doo doo butt. Stinky poo poo doo doo butt. Temple, if you're not a shiny, I'm gonna send you to the moon like they did with E.T. Going to the moon! It's hard to say, but I feel like, you know what? Honestly, I don't have a feeling that I'm gonna get a Temple the next 5 minutes, but I'll be happy to keep hunting it off stream because I can finally take a shower. It's about time. I'm going to violently sacrifice a goat. I'm literally gonna like get a tiny goat miniature like they use for like army stuff, and I'm gonna like sacrifice it. I'm gonna like surround it in like tiny symbols or something. This plastic miniature goat is gonna get sacrificed for this temple. I'm thinking about watching Ultraman Arc after this. Or Blazer. Blazer would be good too. We'll see. The journey, it has to come to an end, you know? I heard Blazer has a lot of, it's got a lot of charm, and it has an English dub. And I know people usually say, oh, you can't be watching dubbed shows. I don't care. I'm gonna watch a dub probably. Just cause. Dubs in Tokusatsu are pretty rare. I mean, I still like subbed Tokus, because they have a lot of like acting in it that is really good. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna watch a dub just for the experience, you know? Like I got I saw Kamen Rider Wizard had a dub, and I watched a few episodes of it. I was like, what? Kamen Rider Wizard in English? What the hell? It's just really interesting seeing those shows get dubbed, you know? Especially since most of the time they do stuff like Power Rangers or the Samurai show, I forgot what it was, but they made Gridman into a Samurai cyber show or whatever. Well, I've just about reached my breaking point, so I think that's gonna be goodbye for today. Bye, Ocean Kisses, and Dashier, who I think just joined, even though I'm about to leave. I'm sorry that I gotta go now. Yeah, they're really funny. Especially I heard they get like a lot of like anime voice actors. I'll be sure to like join. I'll be sure to enjoy it, and I'll tell you how I like it next time I stream. I probably won't stream for like another 2 days or something, since I got a really busy weekend, and Monday I got my driver's test, so